Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Hybrid Movies. This is episode 40. I'm your host, Nick, and as always, I'm joined by Michael.
What a dooski, guys. Glad to be back here.
And Luke.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
And we got James.
Hi, Dilio Neighborinos, and really, 40 episodes?
Star Wars is getting a brand new trilogy from Rian Johnson, who's director of the upcoming Last Jedi, of course. Mm-hmm. But the interesting thing about this is that it's not going to be connected to the Skywalker story at all, and it's going to explore a new part of the canon of the Star Wars universe. So that has people talking, could it be finally the Old Republic? Could it be something else? Is it after the, Last Jedi movies? Who knows? Another thing interesting, too, is that Kathleen Kennedy, I think a week or so before this story broke, said that they're already planning another trilogy with Rey, Finn, and Poe. So yeah, that's interesting because now that means there's going to be two trilogies that are like concurrent, I guess.
I don't know, because I thought that it was going to be this one with Poe and Rey and whatever, and then they would work from there. But
yeah,
two trilogies like at the same time, that'd be like 6 films over the course of like what?
2 years.
How many years will it? How many years will it be between these trilogy we're on now?
That'll be like 3 Star Wars films a year if they're putting trilogies at the same time.
Well, it's I think it's been 4 years. Because Force Awakens 2015 to 2019, Episode 9. Yeah, so.
Okay.
Wow.
So yeah, about like 5 years, I guess. I guess that's not bad.
But,
and I mean, they would have to be concurrent because they don't want the actors to outlive their roles or anything. Not outlive, I mean outgrow their roles.
Damn. Also, we have to take into account that Disney is still wanting to do the solo movies, like the anthology stories. Like, for instance, like we're getting Han Solo next year. It's been long rumored that Obi-Wan is the next one, which would likely be in 2020, I think, or something.
Mm-hmm. I would think so.
So 2020 for Obi-Wan, and then, I don't know, 2 trilogies plus spin-offs and everything, and we're getting a Star Wars TV series on the Disney streaming service that's launching in 2019. So,
man, this corporate machine is really running Star Wars.
Don't
now.
Stop, won't stop.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff.
Conveyor belt's fully up and running. Just get the movies out there. Who gives a shit?
And in 2019, the full Star Wars land is opening in Disneyland here in Anaheim.
Ooh.
Damn.
So I'm looking forward to that because obviously I live like an hour away, so I'm gonna be down. I'm gonna live down there. I'm gonna be sleeping in a land speeder.
You're gonna be sleeping next to Ewoks.
Yeah, no, the Porgs.
The Porg.
Yeah. James, what are your thoughts on all this Star Wars news, though? Like, we got a trilogy, TV show, all this stuff.
Yeah, man, like, that's pretty insane. Like, well, for the Star Wars TV show, I wish I didn't have to do Disney's streaming service just to see that.
Yeah.
It's just like, come on, Disney. Like, how much more power do you need? And,
all of it.
Yeah, I know.
Want to buy Fox.
I mean, it might be like the next step, I think, in terms of entertainment. Like, I feel I could definitely see streaming services becoming the norm and kind of pushing just regular cable stuff out of the way. So this could just be like the first step towards that.
Yeah. But yeah,
I could see that.
I'm definitely looking forward to see like what they have planned for like the new trilogy. And the fact that they got Rian Johnson part of it, I mean, like they must have a lot of faith in him. To have him like part of not just like one movie in the new trilogy, but throughout the entire. I am curious as to like what they plan on showing, like what story they plan on doing. I wouldn't mind seeing a movie based around Thrawn. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Well, not like a trilogy on him.
Well,
I mean, maybe a standalone, sure, but not. I don't want to.
Yeah. Well,
I don't want them to do a whole 3 movie idea on him. That's.
They should do a Porg trilogy, just nothing but porgs.
Yes.
No.
Porgs. The invasion.
So the life of porgs.
Yeah.
And they show those fucking disgusting baby egg things.
They should just make porgs to the new what's it called? The new Minions.
Yeah, they should.
They will
Despicable
be.
Porgs.
I can imagine though. Big bad beetle porgs.
Yeah.
Dang. Luke, what are your thoughts on the Star Wars updates?
I honestly, I don't really know what to say. Like, this kind of just confirms everything I thought, that, yeah, Star Wars becoming the next big sort of kind of like Marvel, the next big machine, just pumping out shit left and right, getting... And I mean, if the product is good, I think that would be cool, but I don't know. Because this all, like, everything so far just seems like very committee-based and very... not so much filmmaker-driven as opposed to just, like, marketing and, like, just, what's it called? Marketing and box office kind of driven. The new trilogy, I think, is kind of interesting. If it was Knights of the Old Republic, I wonder how... because I've read, like, little bits and pieces on Old Republic, and it's probably one of the cooler things that I'm surprised they never tackled, like, in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
So... if they did do that for the new trilogy, I wonder how much that they would keep from, like, the old established canon and how much they would change up, or if they would even follow, like, the original story, or if they would, like, really change it up and just kind of make it indistinguishable from KOTOR.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, because, so, I mean, I think in the Disney canon, Knights of the Old Republic isn't actually part of it. Like, they acknowledge that it happened, they acknowledge Revan and the Mandalorian Wars and everything, but they've never, like, said what's happened in this version. It's always just been people talking about the legends, the old canon, so they really have a blank slate if they go in the Old Republic timeline to do anything they want.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely the best era to do. And plus, I mean, I feel like people have seen enough of the whole prequel era and the Clone Trooper stuff, and then, of course, the Empire and Rebel era too, in the First Order and all that. I think we've seen that enough. Let's do something new. And plus, I think Rian Johnson is, like, really good. So
yeah, I can imagine so. And I would assume, like, whatever he's doing with Last Jedi now influenced maybe his sort of style and maybe his direction in terms of, like, tone and with the series influenced them to think, well, okay, maybe he can handle, like, a different part of the story somewhere else that's separated from the more mainstream stuff.
Right. Okay, Michael, any thoughts on Star Wars?
I didn't know about the whole two trilogies going on at once. I think that's kind of interesting. Might be a little oversaturating, in my opinion. But hey, go for it, Rian Johnson. Hopefully I likes The Last Jedi, you know? And if so, then I'm on board. If not, then God help us all.
Yeah. Well,
God help us all,
Rian Johnson got famous off his sci-fi film Looper that he created on his own. So, have you guys ever
seen
Looper?
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't know he did that one.
That's interesting. I didn't know that either.
Oh, so
so that was the movie he did, I think, right?
So
you know what's really funny was he tweeted something along the lines of, "Before I hoped you liked The Last Jedi." He's like, "Now I really hope you like The Last Jedi."
Yeah.
we hope so
That was
too.
really funny.